Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Once again, I am reviewing and ranking an album by Yes. I've done 6 so far. And by the way, you might have noticed I've worn the same shirt in the last 2 or 3 videos maybe. I'm recording all these videos on one day. I don't wear the same shirt every day, except on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I always wear the same shirt on those days. So, out of the 6, number 6, which I absolutely love, by the way, is their debut album, Yes. And number 5 is Time and a Word. Number 4 is Fragile. Number 3 is the Yes album. And in one of my other videos I did on reviewing these albums, I accidentally said so far they were in order. Well, they're not in order because, of course, this was recorded before Fragile. But I like this just a tad more than Fragile. And number 2, Close to the Edge, which I know would be a lot of Yes fans' number 1 or number 2. But number 1 for me so far has been Tales from Topographic Oceans. And so next up is Relayer, which I listened to again last night. I've listened to this album many, 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 many times. And actually, it was my older brother who was a Yes fan, and so I just heard their music in the early 70s, mainly from him playing the records. And the first Yes album I ever bought on vinyl was Relayer in 1974. Pretty smart. And you know, you buy an album and you want to love it, but you just kind of like it, and you're thinking, oh, maybe next time I play it, it'll grow on me and I'll love it. But I never, back in the day, I just liked it. I liked it quite a bit actually, but for instance, Sound Chaser, I remember the first, couple of times hearing that, I was thinking it was just too much for me. And it was like, they're really showing off. All they're doing is showing off, which they are doing. They're always showing off because they're such superb musicians. But in the past few years, I've grown to absolutely love this album. And it gets a lot of love, mainly for side 1, with the one song that's on it, The Gates of Delirium, which of course is one of their greatest songs, if not their greatest. And it's just it's like Tales from Topographic Oceans. It's like, it's got its, there's parts of it that I love, and there's parts of it I beyond love. And the way the album, the song ends with John Anderson's Soon, it's just, it's gotten to me more than once. I've had tears in my eyes from just the way he sings it, and the music. Steve Howe with the steel guitar, love it. And this is the remix version by Stephen Wilson, and I should go back actually and listen to the original version at some time. But so anyway, side 2 has 2 songs. They're under 10 minutes long. Sound Chaser I absolutely love now. It took me a few years to truly appreciate it, but it's nutso too, like cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. That part is, it almost, the first time you hear it, it's like, that doesn't go with the song. They just threw that in there. John Anderson. But the musicianship is amazing. And To Be Over, I think, is one of Yes's most underrated songs. If you, I don't know, You need to listen to a song like To Be Over more than once to really appreciate it. It's a beautiful song, but that being said, it might have my favorite guitar work by Steve Howe in it. And the part where it goes, it's just, I can't do Steve Howe's guitar work, but it's so fast. He on the guitar, he's just amazing. But I mean the whole band, Chris Squire, the bass throughout the album, and yeah. So where do I rank it though? I really do. I am struggling even right now. I don't know, but I'm going to make up my mind because Tales is such a, especially at first, it's kind of. It's difficult to get into. You Yes fans that still don't appreciate it, listen to side 1 and check out side 4 because especially the last half of it, it rocks. And the bass work by Chris Squire, and it's just so good. So at the moment it's number 1. And the other thing is that, there's more music obviously on this because it's a double. And this is just a single. I am going to have to say Relayer right now is number 1 because, there's sections of all 4 sides that are good, but they're not my favorite parts of the songs. And then there's, of course, a lot more great parts that I absolutely love. But this one is more consistent as to listen through. It's not as much work to grow to appreciate it. You kind of appreciate it after 2 or 3 listens instead of like 10 listens for this. And I definitely think side 2 is kind of underrated because most people just go to The Gates of Delirium and say what an epic song that is. But I think the 2 songs on side 2 are they're just as good. They're just shorter. And the musicianship is just superb. So, yes, thank you. Yes, Relayer, at the moment, is number 1. Number 2, Tales from Topographic Oceans. Number 3, Close to the Edge. I wonder if there's a picture online of Chris Squire standing next to the edge of U2. I think it'd say Close to the Edge. It's just a joke. The Yes album is number, I lost track, 1, 2, 3, number 4. Number 5 is Fragile. Number 6 is Time and a Word. And number 7 is their debut album. And I could also, by the end of this series, I could change an album or 2 in the rankings. Because I will listen to all of these a bit more. So that's it. Yes, Relayer is standing at number 1, very proudly, I must add. So thank you for watching and me being a little bit silly, but this is my channel. I just go with the flow. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I've only been at this for 14 years. So, thanks for watching, and have a great day, and I will change my shirt in the next couple of days. Bye.